Alright, so game number 4 starting up here for University of Houston versus Auburn University. And again, this game may count, may not count. Let's see. MLG Zelnaga Caverns. We have Prosperity as the yellow Terran. And Snicks playing his, or Planet Zero Snicks, I guess I should say his name. That way, if people are watching the stream, they know how cool he is. Planet Zero Snick Snipe playing for University of Houston. And here we go on Zelnaga Caverns. Prosperity in the north, playing for Auburn University as the yellow Terran. Snicks in the south as the pink Terran, playing for University of Houston. Don't make me look too bad, KK. People leaving the game. Snicks saying, "Don't worry, I'm bad at TVT." Having watched Snicks play an hour and 20-minute TVT 2 weeks ago, he's not bad at it. He's just really slow. But then again, the game that he played right after that, it was pretty impressive. He had like 6 bases at 18 minutes, running off like 11, 12 racks and 3 factory. It was crazy. He is a macro machine. And since he doesn't have 6 command centers yet, he's just decided to hotkey his command center to 6 keys. That makes him feel like he has 6 command centers. So he gets into that comfort zone very early, and he has a bunch of SCVs, or just one, probably set to the same hotkey over and over again. Yeah, he has one set to the hotkey over and over again. In case he needs to slap his hand on his keyboard, it'll automatically select that one. Over here, in a more reasonable hotkey layout, though, one for... That's interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. Some people like to use 4 as their command center. Hatchery, Nexus, etc. That's generally what I use. And then some people like to use like 1 and 2 as their production, and then like 3, 4, 5 as their units. And I guess that kind of makes sense. You hit 3, 4, 5 naturally, probably faster because of your index finger. But I guess years of playing StarCraft the other way have confused my brain, and that just doesn't work for me. I tried it once. I guess if I stuck with it, maybe it would change. And this is the amount of excitement that you can expect in this game for quite a bit, because TVT is kind of boring. Prosperity has gone for a full wall off, and you go for this when you're going for generally tech play, but not necessarily. I mean, you can go for this and just go like drop a bunch of racks and then go push up the other guy's ramp randomly. It's just to hide your tech as much as possible. Now, Snicks, on the other hand, is not hiding his tech at all, and there is an SCV coming across the map, and it's going to get up there unless Snicks blocks it off. And it's going to see that the Reaper's coming out, and Snick's going to block it in time. Oh my gosh, oh no, he's going to drive away. So, Prosperity knows that there's going to be something coming out of here. I guess you would maybe think to guess a Reaper. I'm not sure what people think when they see this in TVT anymore. I don't know if they think, wow, he must be going for like a really early stem timing to get his tech lab that fast, or if, oh, he must be going for a Reaper because it's Snick Snipe and he goes for a Reaper in every TVT. Not really sure, but now that that has been picked off, this Marine is positioned correctly, and Snicks isn't going to be able to get too much scouting information out with this Reaper. In the meantime, Prosperity looks like he's going to be going for a Hellion opening. He is dropping a reactor on this Rax and dropping a factory next to it. Snicks, in standard Snicks TVT style, is going for a command center first, right after getting that Reaper, and picking up stem. Just how he rolls, and we have an SCV that looks like it's going to go run up and tank damage for the Reaper. SCV's best tanks ever, and look at that, nicely done by Snicks. He's going to get 2 Marines. Now he's going to have free reign over all of these SCVs actually. So surround trying to go on, and Snicks with the SCV linebacker of doom is dealing some damage here. And oh my gosh, Snick Snipe dropping a bunker, making his own choke. So weird. Marines focusing down that, and now I'm not sure if Snicks, I think he could maybe like sneak and get a shot or 2 on that Marine. Looks like he's just going to keep repositioning. 1, oh, he's going to get the other shot. Oh, he gets it. Snick's getting 4 Marines and 3 SCVs so far with this Reaper. Just ridiculous micro out of Snicks right now. And this bunker is just there to block and be annoying, I suppose. Snicks is going to probably pick off this supply depot. Hellions are almost finished, but it might burn down. Oh, is he going to get it? One more hit. Throw it. Throw that bomb. Oh, he doesn't get it, and it's not going to burn down, and SCV gets here just in time. Snicks wavering just a little bit, and that could have been a pretty cost-effective Reaper, even though it already was. I guess a more cost-effective Reaper. Snakes has 4 Marines at the top of his ramp, and putting out some Marauders. We're just going to tank these Hellions like they're nothing. So Hellions getting hit by a Marauder and thinking, that's not very useful. More Hellions heading across the map and moving over into Stim, and looks like it's huge tanks. And then he didn't switch his starport to the reactor. I wonder if he's just going to drop a Rax on this reactor to make use of it. Hellions heading across. They're going to run in again to this Marauder. They almost pick off a Marine, but not quite. Marine's not that spread out, but only 1 Marine dies to that. Hellions pretty beat up. They're going to head back home, maybe poke in a little bit later. Snake's making a block with an engineering bay, like versus Zerg, because he knows that these Hellions are on the field. Very nice play by Snakes, planning ahead on that run-in in the back. I think it's called the Tasteless Corridor or something. I don't even remember. There's some cast about it. And Snake's dropping a factory and putting a reactor on it, and I'm going to guess that's going to be swapped off for a starport on there, but I'm not 100% sure. That would just be my guess. I guess he could go for some type of weird Marine Hellion Marauder timing. I haven't seen him do that, but it could be. He did a massive amount of damage at the beginning of the game, so he knows he's really far ahead economically. And Prosperity is just going to try and turtle up, because that's really his only choice at this point in time. He needs to defend like crazy. And Hellions getting dropped over here, and Snakes with a big stem trying to chase them down, and he's going to shoot his own Spidey Bow, which is not the most effective. And the SCVs pick off the Hellion. There goes the Hellion. 2 Hellions left. They're going to get lifted off and live to see another day. That Marauder, he does not like that Spidey Bow. And is Snakes going to repair it? Yeah, okay, he's going to repair it. Snakes has Stim finished, and he has combat shields. And I'm guessing his engineering bay is already, working on the +1. Standard Snakes. Standard Snakes. And Prosperity has a siege tank, 3 Marines without Stim. Nope, I think they just finished him. Yep, just finished him. 2 siege tanks, and now he's picking up a reactor on his starport. Little map control going around the middle of the map right now. Looks like Snakes, I don't know, he's just kind of randomly patrolling around in front of his base. 1 Marauder heading out to clear out the Hellion. Oh, a Stim would have worked well there to pick out that Hellion. Just barely gets away. Yeah, nothing much going on. Snake's starting up his 3rd command center, preparing that exfil. It's going to drop an armory and another engineering bay here in about 50 seconds. Snakes is very good about his upgrading usually, so hopefully he doesn't make a fool out of me now that I just mentioned it. There's a floating factory on the left-hand side of the map to prepare for drops there. A sensor tower defending the entrance to Prosperity's base. Everything's just kind of cruising along. Snakes is up by 15 SCVs right now. Prosperity looks like he wants to even up that SCV count. He's coming across the field with, it looks like, how many is that? 8 and 6. My basic math tells me that's 14. Go me. Okay, so he's coming across the field with 14 Marines loaded up in medvacs. And there's not really a good answer, but Snakes does see the drop play coming, and will he react to it? Oh, he's not reacting. Oh, there's no reaction. Okay, there we go. We have some Marines and 2 Marauders heading over, and Prosperity is probably going to drop and then shoot at this factory and say, "Curse you, factory, for ruining my drop." And the factory's going to be like, "You're kind of tickling me. I'm going to just kind of float over here." Yeah, okay, you guys are weird. And then that was a really interesting Stim. GG called by Prosperity as Snakes stemmed in, crushed the 2 siege tanks, it looks like, and game number 4 goes to University of Houston. So that was interesting. Great game out of both players. And we will be moving into game number 2 or game number 3 coming up here soon.